it, don't you?
No, Stan, I can't. I only came out for some cigarettes.
River della Plata.
Yeah.
You what?
Yeah, that's better
No, Stan, here, will you finish that off for me?
You've only been here 10 minutes. You get on. What's this real business?
I've told you, mate.
Here means River Plate. Now, I'll show you. Now, this here is the Graf Spee, right?
Right.
I'll just give you a demonstration.
Oh, look. Just bigger.
I tried a corner shop and all, it were no good. Then I asked Mrs. Walker if there was aught I could do here.
Oh, that were a very good idea.
It's not the money, you know, it's just that I don't want to be near me friends, like.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, Clara. It's only natural.
Don't you know they've got the Ogdens working here? Mind you, they're a pair of bright sparks to start with.
Well, there was this fella, you see, what had this thingy.
What thingy?
And he said, no matter how big or how little you are, you can always hold your own.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, you keep putting me off.
Oh, we'll start again. Go on, I'm listening.
There was this fella.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
The Graf Spee trap.
Yeah, in the River della Plata.
Correct?
Correct.
And now, lads, waiting to pounce. There we are. The moment she makes a break for it, they open fire.
Hey, oh, what's that?
Ken! Ken, where are you? The twins!
So that's how it all happened.
Ah, scuttled.
Captain Langsdorff, skipper of the Graf Spee, December the 17th, 1939.
So now we know.
Yeah, and now that you've got all that settled, I really am off.
Oh, are you going?
See ya.
You got it all sorted out, have you?
Well, look, now I've got one for you. How many ships did we use at Battle of Jutland?
Jutland?
No, you're joking.
Greatest naval battle of the First World War. Can remember it as if it were yesterday. That's where boy Jackie Cornwall won his VC. He was in the light cruiser squadron.
Where the hell have you been?
What the heck's going on here?
How many more did you say?
Just one. Oh, have you got it?
Right, hang on a minute, just the one you said. Right, hand that one up now, just one you said.
Yeah, and let's hurry up in case anyone sees us. Dennis? The phone. It's ringing. Who do you think it was?
It's probably the police.
There it goes again. Perhaps it is the police. Someone might have reported seeing a light.
Oh, don't be daft, Sandra. The police would have the phone up now, would they?
Do you think we should answer it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
There you are, you see. You're worrying about it now, aren't you? It's probably a wrong number. Now, look, give her the hand with this, lot, will you, Sandra?
Newton could go mad if she knew I'd been here at this time of night.
Well, she's not going to know, is she?
You sure you'll remember to tell Len Fairclough about that stuff being
Now,
in the
look,
loft?
quit worrying, Sandra. I've told you I'm going straight round to the Rovers after this to square it with Len, all right?
As long as you don't forget.
Oh, look, there's the lorry driver. I forgot to sign his delivery note. Here. Make a wish.
There you go.
How about that?
Oh, give over, will you?
Oh, thank goodness it's quiet in here again.
I wonder how David's going on at the match.
You know, I wouldn't mind if they argued about anything intelligent and sensible. I hope he doesn't get a bottle chucked at him.
Mammy, you're cheerful, aren't you?
Put a new barrel of it on, love.
There's good and bad, I suppose, but by and large, doctors bury their mistakes.
Well, that one and I's quite a good one. Not that I have to go very often. Oh, touch wood.
You're lucky. I suffered terrible with my bowels. Always inflamed they are after a bad summer.
Doctors nowadays and that, but vets wouldn't pay half of them in washers.
Oh, that's putting it a bit strong, isn't it? I've had mine 40 years and it's never done me any harm.
Well, they even write the prescriptions in Latin. I can never understand them.
Spell them out in English, you'd still not understand them.
That one on Hardman Street's a good one. It's had a brand new fire put into waiting room and the table's always loaded with magazines.
Because you're full of drugs and they've no clue as to what their sidekicks are. Like sticking pins in a prize rabbit.
Rabbit?
Well, rabbit, cat, dog, guinea pig, what's the difference? It's all experimental. You go in with a stiff neck and come out with 2 left feet.
Oh, you're not very fond of doctors, are you, Mrs. Sharp?
No, an hospital's not much better. They ask you to go there at 9 o'clock, and if you don't take your dinner with you, you die of starvation. Sitting there all day waiting for your name to be called.
Aye, and some of them can be right drafty holes and all.
Like a lot of sheep waiting to be sheared.
Oh, I've had some beautiful cuts done on me.
And I'm all against this treating people as though they've got no intelligence. I'm all against this mysterious palaver they hand out. When anybody asks them a simple question, then they hit you with a word that even Ken Barlow wouldn't understand.
Oh, well, like Clara says, there's good and bad.
Well, I'm not saying there isn't. I wouldn't swap my little doctor for a gold clock. But the worst of all is them that start bellyaching about what their ailments are. There's the one that ring good doctors and lose valuable time and spoil it for other folks.
La da dee da la. I used to cry like a lovely fool. I'd sit and when the moon...
G.H. Eliot.
Yeah, before the war.
It's a honeymoon.
Hey! Our Valerie's house has been on fire! Don't you hear what I say? Our Valerie's house has been on fire! Our Valerie's. Straight up! Yeah, the place is full of smoke and all that.
Did you say fire?
Yes, at the Barlows.
And she's striking her eyes out and blaming Ken for not being there when it happened. How are the kids? Oh, they're all right, thank heaven. He just copped it in time.
But Ken weren't here more than 10 minutes.
Andy would have gone sooner if he hadn't been pulled into that silly argument.
Well, how did it start? That's the fellow I want to see. I want you to do me a favour. Just a minute, mate.
Well, I think someone must have dropped out of fire, a bit of coal or something onto the floor there.
There no fire guard?
Yes, of course there
Well,
was.
there's no good standing here. Let's get around and do something.
What the heck's going on?
No, it won't be necessary now, Stan.
Well, the fire brigade says it.
Fire brigade?
No, there's no need for fire brigade. I told you, we copped it in time.
I bet Val's out of her mind.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on round here?
Oh, there's been a fire at Val's house.
Get away.
But if he was in here, where was his missus?
Out.
Both of them out, and those kids left on their own.
Now, look, don't you get jumping to
Oh,
conclusions.
fair's
but-
fair, Clara. Ken and Val would never leave them in on purpose.
It doesn't matter 2 hoots what happens. It has happened, and those 2 poor children could have been burnt to death.
My heck, I bet Ken's copping in now, eh?
Well, I think that's about all you can do for now, love.
Yes, thanks. I'll manage all right now, thank you, Miss.
Be all right when it dries out. Valerie, love, it's none of my business, and I probably shouldn't interfere. But if I were you, you know, I wouldn't be too harsh with Ken. The poor lad must be feeling terribly guilty as it is.
Mrs. Walker, if I hadn't come home when I did...
I know, love, and it won't bear thinking about. But after all, Ken's the last person in the world to neglect his family.
If I hadn't come in...
Well, just be thankful that you did, Valerie. I mean, accept the fact that he behaved in an idiotic way tonight, but also accept the fact that he acted completely out of character. Would you like me to come in the morning?
No, thank you. You've done enough.
Well, good night then, love.
Good night.
And Valerie, remember, go easy on him.
Hurry up, Mum. I'm going to be late.
Well, hold it straight then, not too tight.
I wish you'd make your mind up.
Now, how's that? Not too slack, is it?
It's lovely. Let's get it done.
Right, well, mind you don't cut it at wrong place.
I'm not daft, you know. Come on, give me them scissors.
Yeah.
Give it...
Oh, now now look what you've done.
Me, it's you, ain't it? You daffy, don't look what you're doing.
What are we going to do now? You've dropped the scissors. What are we going to do?
We can't stand here holding this all day. You get down and get the scissors and I'll hold the mark.
Oh, heck.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, good. You're just in time to give us hand, yeah?
Huh?
What am I doing standing
Now,
up
don't
here?
you lose that mark out, Irma. Come on, Stan.
Well, where is it?
It's here where my finger is. Cut it.
Right, off you go, Irma.
Right.
Curtains?
Yeah, Lizzie Crossley's selling some stuff cheap.
What time is it?
About 8:30. Any tea and pot?
Yeah, on the stove with the cosy on it.
Listen, I'm going now then, ma'am.
Hey, why don't you get some of this curtain material for your bottom drawer? It's dead cheap.
Oh, do me a favour.
It's a bargain.
Well, the money is earning. No second-hand stuff for Irma often.
John, big head.
You what?
Oh, not you, love, our Irma. What are you doing home at this time, any road?
Oh, I'm worried about young Barl. I'm worried about Ken, you know.
Oh, well, I've not been round, but according to Elsie Tanner, it went out much.
No, well, I feel partly to blame, you see. He wanted to go and I persuaded him to stay.
Oh, don't talk so daft. Lad's got a mind of his own. Oh, come on in, Mr. Tatlock.
Oh, aye.
Hello, hello. What's this? Part-timer now, are you?
No, I just dropped in for a cuppa, you know. How's things round at Ken's?
you know,
Sit
they're...
down, Mr. Tatlock.
All right, thank you very much. Well, if you mean is there any real damages, then no. Hearthrug's burned and a few nappies and wallpaper above mantelpiece has been scorched.
Oh, well, that's a relief
Like a
anyway.
cup of tea?
No thanks, love. Cuss him and her are at loggerheads over what happened.
Oh, you know, I've been thinking maybe I ought to go round and see if I can help.
Oh, no, I should. You know when you went round when she had chicken pox, you know what happened then, don't you?
Ah, you near bit me head off.
Well, then.
You going now, then?
See you at dinner time. Ta-ra, Robert.
Ta-da.
Ta-ra. Hey, well, I'm glad nobody got hurt in fire, any road.
Aye, so am I. Hilda, I come round to ask you if you'd mind doing me a bit of a favour.
Yeah.
You know I've fixed up to go and stop with our Beatty for a day or two.
Oh, aye.
So I wondered if you'd just pop in and see the place we're kept tidy now and then.
Your house, you mean?
Aye, you know, David being on his own. Because I wouldn't expect you to do it for now. I mean, David would pay you something.
Oh, no, I'm not bothered about the money, Mr.
I would have
Tatlock,
asked our Valley, but I can't so well after what's happened. I mean, poor lass, she's got her hands full.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd do it willingly, only all my time's taken up at Rovers. Oh, hold on a minute, though. I'll tell you who would do it. Clara Midgley.
Do you think so?
Definitely. She'd jump at it.
This button was hanging off, love. Could you switch it on for me? We've just got time. Val, how long are you going to keep this up? Look, love, if you like, I could get the day off. I could ring up the principal and explain. Would you like that? Well?
Not disturbing you, ma?
No, that's all right. Yeah, Mrs. Sharples.
Morning. Oh, I'll be going then.
Long faces, silent meals, eh? You and him not speaking, rowing all night, I suppose.
I don't think it's any of your business, Mrs. Sharples.
You're quite right, love, it isn't, and you've only got to say the word and I'll go on off home.
Being sorry isn't enough. To go out, leaving Peter and Susan on their own.
And where were you when it happened?
I was at You're not suggesting it was my fault, are you? I was at evening classes. It was my
Yes,
night
well,
out.
I'll bet Ken says it wasn't his fault either. It's never anybody's fault. There's always an excuse to fit the situation. Always a sentence to fit the situation.
I'm entitled to some recreation,
Yes.
surely.
And those children are entitled to some protection.
Oh, I think you better go. I'm not going to sit here listening to this nonsense.
All right, better strong words now than tears and sympathy afterwards. Houses these days are death traps for kids. Oh, with pills and drugs and fires and what have you, it's a miracle half of them survive. They'd be safer sitting in Piccadilly with the buses running round them. Now, let this be a lesson to both of you. Where kids are concerned, you take nothing for granted. You check everything. And you go on checking until you're absolutely certain. We all have to learn, you know.
Actually, it's Sandra here.
How does that look now?
All right.
Actually, I see no reason why we shouldn't do well this Christmas. After all, Mr. Papagopoulos has some very good lines in winter clothing. I'll take that coat now, Sandra. Thank you.
Good morning. Morning, Miss Nugent.
Morning, Mrs. Midgley.
I want a tea towel and one, no, better make it two dusters.
2 dusters and a tea towel.
Now that I'm keeping house at number 1 for David while Tatlock's away, I'll be needing them, won't I? Can see it definitely lacks a woman's touch, though.
What does?
Albert Tatlock's. He's going away visiting his daughter, and he's asked me specially to look after the house while he's away.
Really? How much is this, Miss Nugent?
4 shillings.
Ooh.
Linen. Bit seed.
Good quality, though. That'll be 7 bob altogether.
Oh, I'd better make a note of what I'm spending anyway. There you are. Well, better make a start. Can't be hanging around here gassing, can I?
See you out, darling, all the way.
You're a gentleman.
There aren't many of us left, my love.
Morning, Mr. Fairclough.
Are all the decks cleared for me?
Oh, you mean the loft? Yes, it's all ready for you now, Mr. Fairclough.
Oh, good.
You can go straight through if you like, unless there's something else you...
Oh, no, I'll get on with it right away, eh?
He seems to be acting rather strangely. I didn't notice. Oh, by the way, Sandra, if Mrs. Sharples comes in, don't forget to give her this. It's a cheque from head office for the extra work she did at the mission hall for our mannequin parade. I'll leave it on there for her.
Yeah, okay.
What the heck's going on here? I've got better things to do with my time than to waste it here, you know.
What's wrong? What are you talking about?
You told me that room would be empty, didn't you? You promised me yesterday, didn't you? Well, why isn't it?
Well, I thought it was.
Are you kidding? There's so many boxes in there I can't even get in.
Yeah, well, it was me and Dennis. I'm sorry, Miss Nugent, but he had all this stuff and he'd nowhere to put it, and he asked me if I could put it in the loft.
And what gave you the right to... the key? You used the key to let him in after hours? I'm sorry for this, Mr. Fairclough. I do apologise for the inconvenience it's caused you.
That's all right, love. It's not the end of the world, is it? I'm not surprised Dennis Tanner's at the bottom of it, though.
If I were to report this to Mr. Papagopoulos...
No, there's no point in doing that now, is there?
He promised he'd tell you. He gave me a solemn word he'd come straight down to the Rovers and tell you.
Oh, is that what all the nodding and winking was about, then?
Nodding and winking?
Hey, tell us something, darling. What's in all those boxes?
Crackers.
Eh?
Christmas crackers.
I'm afraid I don't find it very amusing. And you can tell Dennis Tanner that he has until lunchtime to get those crackers out of that loft.
Hey, you lot! You want to get all of you on there, do you little perishers? Come here! Come here, will you? Hey! Come on, Alex. Come on. Take the milk home to your mum. Excuse me, mate. Yeah? I'm looking for Coronation Street. I believe it's round here somewhere. Do you know it? I should do. I live in it. Straight down there, first on the right, first on the left. There's a pub on the corner called Rovers. You can't miss it. First on the right, first on the left, pub called the Rovers. Right? Come in. Hey! Who's this lot for? Corner shop, number 15. Ta-ra. Number 15? What does he want with Christmas trees? Just stick 'em anywhere, Len, will you?
I know where your ma's going to tell you to stick her when she sees that room of yours full of boxes. I can't see where I'm going.
Hey, I don't suppose I can leave him with you, like, until...
Can you, Weckers, like? You know, you got the cheek of the devil, you have. Here's me helping you out, carrying all them, all the way round from Gamma Garments, out of the kindness of my heart.
Poor Sandra, she must think me right tater for not telling you.
Well, why didn't you?
Well, I were going to. I went round to the Rovers last night to tell you, but you're all nattering about that rotten fire at the Barlows. It went clean out of my mind.
She'll do her nut when she sees that.
And I'll tell her. I'll tell her. I'll say I had problems of storage.
Oh, no.
My mother, I'll say. My mother I'm ashamed of you. All these blockheads in peasants at Coronation Street, it's all very well for them. They're only jealous of me, trying to shake off the chains of apathy and ignorance. But that you, my mother, my own flesh and blood, should share this hostility, that I find unbelievable. Mother, I'll say, you should be proud of me.
You really believe that, don't you? You're a raving nit, you know. All them blockheads and peasants out there, they're not jealous of you. They're sorry for you. Because you're the clown. You're the funny man. The court jester.
They also laughed at Henry Ford.
Yeah, I know, but he didn't start off by selling crackers, did he? You're a right nit, you know. It's a wonder you haven't got a Christmas tree stuck up the chimney.
Christmas trees? Christmas trees? Christmas trees? You've come to the wrong place, lad. I never ordered them, sorry.
Oh, now look, mate.
I told you.
And I'm telling you. Look, I've come all the way from Newcastle with this lot, and if you think I'm going... Look, that's your address, isn't it? Coronation Street.
Ah, it's the right address. We've got the wrong name. Says here, Dennis Tanner.
Yeah, well, who's Tanner? Look, what the heck's going on here?
That's what I'd like to know.
He's been using this place as his business address.
He's what?
But send them back. Don't have them.
I've no intention of having them.
Well, look, couldn't you just sign for them and I can dump them in your yard?
Me sign for them? Not in your life. I'm having nothing to do with it.
Had a right belly full of that Dennis Tanner. I'm sick of him.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Chase around the streets looking for this lunatic?
Well, that's your problem, lad, not mine.
All right. But do us a favour, will you? Look, all I want to do is drop the trees, get me note sign and get away. So just tell us where I can find this
He
lunatic.
lives at number 11.
In this street?
2 doors down.
Should be in now.
Right, well, that'll do me.
What's the matter with you, Sandra?
I'm fed up.
Hello again.
Driver! That's the fellow you want.
You're Dennis Tanner, eh?
Yeah.
Right, just the bloke I'm looking for. Get that signed.
What's it for?
Christmas trees.
You ordered, so cut out your dabs and get your moniker down there.
Yes, of course. Your pencil's broke.
Oh, here.
Right there. Right, where shall I put 'em?
Not here.
Definitely not.
I'll be in me cab. You've got 10 minutes to make your mind up. Otherwise, I dump 'em on the flags.
Aye, when you've done that, I won't have a word with you.
What am I going to do?
You can find another mug to fetch and carry and do your dirty work for you. You've got me in enough trouble with Miss Nugent, and I've had enough of it.
I forgot. I meant to tell them folk off, and I forgot.
All you ever do is to tell lies and to use people. You sly, you. You think you're clever, don't you? Always acting as if you're a cut above everyone else.
Oh, you were a misunderstanding. You don't mean it. Sandra, I've got 100 Christmas trees on that lorry. What am I going to do with them? Where am I going to put them?
That's your business, but you're not leaving them here. And you can take that soft look off your face, too, because it makes no odds. I don't care what happens to you or your rotten Christmas trees. It's the last time you'll ever make a fool out of me, Dennis Tanner. I'm finished. You leave those Christmas trees here, and I'll set fire to them. You're nothing but a selfish big head.
Oh, what can I do after this, sir? Val, what do you want me to say? That I made a stupid mistake? That I shouldn't have gone out and left them? Well, okay, I know, I agree. Val, will you listen?
Another 5 minutes and this whole house could have gone up. Peter and Susan lying upstairs alone. What chance do you think they'd have had?
Please, Val, don't rub it in. How do you think I...
One
Don't
night
I know?
a week I go out. One night. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm expecting too much. But you're supposed to be the one with all the brains. You're always telling me how stupid I am.
Don't say rot.
There isn't a kid in this street who'd do what you did. Go out leaving 2 babies alone. A fire halfway up the chimney and a maiden of clothes drying. And for what? To go drinking at the Rovers?
That's not true, and you know it. I went to get some cigarettes.
Well, then what took you so long? I was here 5 minutes before you even showed your face. Where were you?
Told you, love, I got involved
Every
in a
day
stupid...
you read about it in the papers and you think this can never happen to me. But it can. It very nearly did, and all because you...
Val.
twins and I'll leave you.